There's a famous sutta in the Majjhima Nikāya called the Dog Duty Ascetic. And there was an ascetic, his name was Bhūna, and he asked the Buddha, he said Bhante, he asked the Buddha what would be the fruit of his practice, because he acted like a dog all the time. He walked like a dog, he ate like a dog. And that was his practice. And he asked the Buddha, he asked him what would happen to him with this practice that he's been following very faithfully, believing it would bring him to the heaven realm. And the Buddha, he said, don't ask me this question. The reason is, the Buddha, he says what is truthful. The Buddha, he says what is beneficial. He only speaks what is truthful, what is beneficial, and at the right time. So he speaks at the right time. He speaks what's beneficial. He always speaks the truth. But sometimes the words might not be so sweet. The words might not be so palatable. When we're talking about telling an ascetic who practices and acts like a dog all the time what would actually come to him, then of course it cannot be very pleasant. And the Buddha said, if you do this to perfection, the very best that can happen to you is that you become reborn in the company of dogs. Now in America, the dog life is very different than the dog life in Asia. People wish, I have a friend who wishes, he says he wants to be a dog in his next life because he has 2 dogs. They live on a 9-acre estate, botanical garden in Kauai. He told me he wants to be a dog. He has these 2 beautiful dogs, now only 1. And so people wish to be dogs because they don't know what it's like in India. They don't know what it's like in Sri Lanka. They don't know what it's like in Thailand, and Myanmar, Laos, and probably all parts of the world. Because America has animal shelters, they catch the dogs, and the majority of them get killed. In other countries, they don't do that. And so he says, if you follow this, the best thing that can happen is you end up in the company of dogs. But if you have wrong view and you believe that you will go to the realm of the gods because you're acting like a dog, this is wrong view. You're acting on wrong view, spreading wrong view. And this is a good way to go to the lower realms, lower than the animal realms, into the realms of the hell realms. So my recommendation is to live out the good life every day. Embody a wholesome, real character, and be a goody-goody. Be a little angel in your mind. Always do the right thing. Rather than putting on a costume, you can embody your mind into this wonderful, wholesome character. Because if you act like an angel, if you act like a dog, what happens to you? Yeah. And if you act like an angel, what will happen to you? But act like an angel who uses that good karma for the purpose of reaching Nibbāna, always wishing for the conditions to reach Nibbāna. Be a goody-goody. Be someone who is described to others, oh, this person is such an angel. Where they naturally want to call you that because you're so good. Whether you are this way naturally or even unnaturally, make an effort